June 10th. I hope everyone is feeling well. It is Fed Day. Fed days are not my favorite, but so far the upside follow through this morning is making it a little easier. Okay, but anyhow, read the disclosure. Let's get to it. My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's morning call for Redler All Access. It is 8:01. It is June 10th. We are in the Q quarantine. Short Hill's office has been real good to us. I actually just got word that we're going to be getting some of the traders back since Jersey lifted their restriction. You're allowed to leave the house now, everybody, if you haven't left already. Anyway, with that being said, futures were up 20 the last night, then they were down 10. I was actually very excited when I came in. I saw the SPYs at like 320-ish. I was able to cover a little bit of my hedge, and I actually bought some Tesla when it was red. And now here we are at 990. Bought more. I mean, I had it overnight and I still have half my cost, but we'll get to that. So, guys on the VTF were actually just talking, and everybody's like high-fiving, and just relax, everyone. Be proud of, what you've been doing and the progress you've been making. You've been learning and evolving. You don't need to have perfection to have progress, and every day I feel like I'm making some progress too. Tech today is up, having follow through. It's exactly what you want in a market like this. People are complaining about headlines. They're trying to make projections where the market should be or it shouldn't be. We trade what's in front of us, and what's in front of us was strong tech, nice breakouts through all-time highs on Friday and yesterday. Patterns keep rotating, and we're trying to stay with the game. If you look here at the chart, actually that was something I was looking at before, of the S&P. I posted this before. Overall yesterday, even though we were down, tech was fantastic, and now you have 31.93 to trade against, and the pivot high here is 32.33. It's Fed Day. We'll see, do they try and take this out to see 32.59, or do we digest a little bit more? The Q's pretty unbelievable. Look at that move. It took out the all-time highs here. Retested it on Monday, had follow through on Tuesday. Now it's up again. Make sure to sell some. Day 4 up, to me, is always a sell. Doesn't mean it's a short, but it's take profits and be careful buying anything new. So that's that. The SPYs, hanging in here in this little sideways consolidation. I'm going to wait into yesterday's weakness. I did take off about half of the premium that I sold last week and still had on, whether it was or Monday. I bought back. So I have some room. I'm in no rush to be shorting the SPYs. If the SPYs happen to take out 323.40 on its way to 325, maybe above the high, I'll sell some strikes higher. Maybe. We'll see. As far as the rebalance sectors, IWM, needed to catch up to moving averages, see if it holds 149.06. That's yesterday's low. I'm still in a little Bank of America. It's one of my smaller positions, or just not moving the way other things are moving. But anyway, 25.92, see if the XLF holds that, goes sideways. We'll see. As far as our names, wow. Look at this friggin' Tesla. Very proud of everybody. We've been sticking with this. It was very choppy in here until finally you had this nice day where we got involved with that call spread on SpaceX. Made some money there. It wasn't huge money, and then we went back to it into this perfect bull flag, and now all of a sudden took out 954. It's above 968. It's trading right now. We're it's trading right now at 988. I just sold some at 992. What a fantastic winner. When you can ride a stock and stay with the technicals and it trades by the book, it's just a fantastic situation. I myself will be getting the Cybertruck. I've already told my wife, and she agreed. It's a little ugly, but we'll get used to it. It's been my #1 revenue producing name since, down here. If you've been a member of Redler All Access, you remember right into here. This was when a Tesla woke up. This is when I'm like, I see the Teslas everywhere. You know what, let's take a lotto spread. And we took a lotto spread, and we went from like 3 to 20. And then from there, we've stayed with it ever since. You guys remember when people were bashing me when the Cybertruck came out? And they're like, Red Dog, you said it can go back to all-time highs of, whatever this was back here. Anyway, that was then, this is now. Trim and trail, don't get too excited, but just be proud if you've been making good money. And if you haven't made a lot of money in this, because it's too highly priced or whatever, you have to, typically really start to learn a little bit more on how to navigate, using options, and we'll be doing a little bit of all of it. So again, congratulations. We'll see how it holds up. We'll see if it's 1,000 today or not. But even like on that, it's what's interesting. It's like, it's overshadowing. Like this Facebook was a great trade. We bought it on Monday, added yesterday. It's above 240.90 right now. It's at a 241. I just trimmed some, and what a trade. Yesterday, we put on Facebook, and actually I sold some a little this morning. I didn't pick it up, but as you can see, I'm still in Tesla. Still in the call spread. Sold half yesterday. The other half should be just fine. I do have some calls, some leftover options sold that I got out of a lot of it yesterday, so we'll see how that goes. And then I have a bunch of one-offs and a bunch of little things, and AMD also was very good yesterday. I'll get into some of the rest of them. But anyway, wow. Wowzer. Anyway, bring this over here, bring this over there. So Facebook, nice, every few days we're getting setups. This was yesterday's setup. Amazon was Monday's setup into Tuesday, and now 26, and it's gapping above this. Day one, you're a buyer a little bit to get engaged. Day two, you're adding. Day three, you're taking it off. I sold mine yesterday, probably a little too early, and now it's up again. Where's Amazon right now? It's up 35. So I would definitely trim some. It doesn't mean it's an easy short. It's a little extended now. Same thing with Apple. Apple was really good to us. We were focusing on it in here. Actually even looked this up. My buy on Friday, even though I was taking pain in my spider short, was here. I added through here. On Monday, they tried to hit it fast. I bought more on the dip, and then I sold mine yesterday. And here you are, 345, and now it's up another 4. It's definitely extended. Doesn't mean it's an easy short, but I might look to fade it a little bit today, to be honest. But that you're better off doing that versus a 5-minute high. If you're still long, congratulations. Make sure to trim some. Make sure. Netflix was a nice little catch-up trade also. Held this 410, got above this 424 we talked about yesterday, got through here, hit as high as 434, and now, I guess I would trim some. Netflix right now is up 3 if you're still in it. Make sure to get out of some. Yes, you will see if it can clear 421 to see 428 area or more. If money rotates back, and it rotated back. So this is your next really resistance area. So I would make sure to take some off into that. Twitter, a little bit of a pullback. We did another like we're belittling what happened to Twitter. Twitter was fantastic. We bought options in here for like 50 cents. Into that move, sold them for like $3. Bought it back here. Sold some again. Sold some and trading around. And now I guess now we'll just see if I don't have any options on anymore. I just have some stock. I bought a little bit on the dip yesterday, and we'll see. This low here is what? 35.16. So 35.16. I was hoping it would go lower, but so far not yet. And I guess that it's working its way back towards 39. AMD was a nice surprise yesterday. I tweeted you guys very early that I bought some, and now AMD is up a little bit. Nice little follow through here. Can it get to 58.75 or more? Definitely can. We'll see. First, it's got it's right now it's above 57. I trimmed some and I'm holding some. That was a nice. We were focusing. It never really broke below 51, even though it was choppy. Nvidia led the way yesterday. And it seems like if it can get above 367, it can continue. So the go-to list has been, really fantastic. Hold on a second. Something just. Hold on. Okay, that's nothing. That watt we took is just, guys were asking me like, why did you buy this watt? Well, you know what? Stock, has been crushed. Had big volume yesterday, big move. Sometimes these things start a move like that, and sometimes they don't. When you play a news play, it either works or it doesn't work. Usually, it's a small name, it's obscure, and it shows like 400% volume. If you get it on a day 1, sometimes you get a day 2 or day 3. Sometimes you don't. This one, we didn't have it. So anyway, let's move on. As far as like a Peloton, looks pretty good. Again, we've been I paid for my Peloton 1,000 times over. Hold on, who's calling me? Hold on 1 second. Scarlett speaking.
Hey, Patty, how are you?
Good. I'm in the middle of doing my morning call. You could say hello to everybody in Redler All Access. This is my friend Patty. It's okay.
Hi, how you doing?
Can I call you back in 10 minutes?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
That was Patty Don from CNBC. Um, She's been a friend of mine since 2008. She's been writing blog posts, and I've been giving her, my thoughts and levels for a long time. But anyway, this is Peloton, looking good. Maybe it gets above this 49.60 today or tomorrow. It's up a little bit, 26 cents. I'd almost rather see it not get above it today. A little bit more inside action, so then we could buy it above that. But last little dip we bought was great. This dip we bought was great. This dip we bought was great. Look at Red Dog buying dips, playing breakouts, doing options. You guys inspire me to do a little bit of everything. I'm trying to make sure I can do as much as possible so everybody can learn. Um, anyway, Peloton looks pretty good. What's Chewy doing? Chewy had numbers yesterday. Was it enough to hold it up? It's down 75 cents. It's had a big move. I guess see if it holds in here for a little bit to try and go again. This NKLA, wow. I got to hand it to DP and the crew. We were buying it here. My goodness gracious. And I thought it was extended there when I sold it. Then I bought it back, and then I sold it there. And I missed that part. Anyway, I'm glad I told people not to buy it yesterday into that friggin' crazy move. And now I would give it some space. Just let it maybe hold above whatever this is. This is 57 to see if it could prove to hang there. 57. Not sure exactly where it is right now. Let's see where it is. NKLA. It's down a buck and change. Let it breathe now. Yesterday was a good short. Now it's kind of no man's land. Let it go. DraftKings I put up there yesterday also. Nice little area here. Some guys who bought the dip, that's cool. And now, if it can get above and stay above this 40.60, maybe it continues. I'm not a really DraftKings fan, but this has been working out well. And pattern is still intact. And perhaps there's another trade here. We caught actually a cute short with this one, if you remember. Cute short here. And now it's rebuilding, and it could probably go again. If you think it's going to get above 44.79, maybe you buy a little bit in there if you have a thesis on it. What else? What else? Somebody asked me to talk about MBIO again. I don't really want to continue to talk about this. This is a pharmaceutical bio. It's got a lot of trials going on right now. We should have had results already. They were pushed out a little bit because of COVID. News should be out in June. It could be any day. Their investor day is June 17th. The CEO bought 155,000 shares in here. It's been under a consolidation for over a year. Last time they had data, it was sold because they needed to do a money raise. Now they have enough cash. So if they come out with some good data, next time maybe it could really get going. I have a friend who's a money manager who loves the company, has millions of shares, and his intentions are good. That's all you can ask for is good intentions. So we'll see if it happens. I think it probably could trade up to this spot even without news, and that's a little bit closer to 450, 470, but we'll see. Just I'd play weakness instead of strength. GLD, what are you doing? GLD, still hanging around. Definitely a pain in the butt. I did sell some of my calls just because big 3-day move. I'm like, you know what? I'll sell some, and someday it should get above this 165 and go with all of this, printing that's going on around the world. It's kind of crazy that it hasn't gone yet, but anyway, don't overtrade this thing. Maybe just go out a few months and buy some calls like I did. Go out 2-3 months or do a call spread, because if it takes its time, at least you're not losing premium. And that's really it. It's been a really good week already. Tech's been in vogue today. Hard to buy tech. Maybe you could trade Tesla through 1,000, but you got to do that with care. I still have some. Apple's on day 4 up. Amazon's on day 4 up. So those are not things you could, I think, buy today. Maybe you could do a cute short versus a spot if that's what you're looking to do. Oh, this NEO, I'm still in. Had a money raise, and it's only down 11 cents. It's pretty impressive. Some people were worried about some of their liquidity, and now that they did a money raise, it should be fine. So who knows? Maybe it's even a good idea if the volume comes in. So I'm still in that. TLRY, doing a whole lot of nothing still. But it's still in this spot. If you can get above 1070, maybe you can get going. We caught a nice trade in here, if you remember, from like $8 to 11.60. It's consolidating again, so I'm long. My stop is, like 950 is my stop, and if I can get above this, I'll add to it. I'm still in this little ACB, just also day one, didn't go day two, but it's still hanging in there. And since I have so many other big things moving around, I'm fine with it. Oh, and lastly, Square. Square's got a nice bull flag, on top of a big channel that it broke above. So, perhaps it gets above 93 to see 101. I'm long. My stop will be, somewhere around maybe 88. So that's why I'm in Square. Kind of like when I was in Facebook verse, two, level, waiting for it to go. I'm, in it waiting. Same way like with AMD, it was choppy. It had to be in it verse 51 so you could see it when it went above 54. That's why I figured we bought this, made good money. Now it's holding, so I'm watching it. So with that being said, I got to finish the note. I got to finish the charts. If you're making some money, congratulations. Don't get over your skis. Today's Fed day. He's supposed to be very dovish. We'll see if that's the case, and we'll just continue to manage the trade. Good luck today, guys.